Welcome to the Physics New Era channel. Today we are going to take problem number 17 and onwards. Here the problem number 17 before you. It is somewhat theoretical or derived type of equation. A particle performing linear simple harmonic motion of period 2 pi seconds about the mean position O is observed to have the speed of b into under root of 3 meter per second when a distance b meter from O. If the particle is moving away from O at that instant, find the time required by the particle to travel further distance b. So let us explain this factor, and here some sort of correction in the answer also. That answer, it is expected, actually it is pi by 3, but exactly it is not there, pi by 3. It is pi divided by 3 omega second. So let us get that answer. Here the diagram is before you. Let us see the diagram. In this diagram, see, this one is the mean position, this one is extreme position, this one is extreme position, and seems to be knowing the particle starting from the mean position. Then it starts from the mean position, then it travel distance is equal to b. This distance is b. Then after that one, it will again further travel a distance b. Okay. So what should be the time, or what exactly is the time to travel from P to B? Means distance, or we say time period in between P to B is equal to question mark. That is very important. For that one, we need to calculate the time period. Time period OP. Again, it is a question mark. We know very well the time period of OB. Time period of O to B, it is how much? It is T by 4. How? Let us see. If forgetting this P, from O to B, if particle start performing a simple harmonic motion, it will start from a 0. Then it will travel up till now this point B, means amplitude. So as to cover this distance, 1/4 of distance it is covered, means it will take 1/4 of time. So time taken by it is, we know that it is T by 4. And again it come to the point O. That means it covers a time, half time. Then again it covers 3T by 4 time. Again it covers time T. In that manner, TOB is equal to T by 4. So this is the factors which are given. Here, what are the data which is given? The time period T. Total time period T is equal to 2 pi, which is given 2 pi second. Then later on we have the distance or the speed which is given. The speed which is given by b into under root of 3 meter per second. Now the distance OP is equal to b, and distance PB is equal to b. Total distance is equal to 2b, but 2b is how much? 2b is nothing but your amplitude, that is A, or A is equal to 2b. If it is so, then we need to calculate the displacement from mean position. I'm going to write from the mean position, x is equal to, our displacement equation, it is given by x is equal to a sine of omega t. No doubt x is equal to a sine of omega t. Then x is equal to a sine of omega t, whereas this x, this distance is x, distance OP. I'm going to write, let us consider distance OP is equal to x. So this distance is how much? That is very important. If this distance x is equal to here b, because distance OP is equal to b. So let us substitute this value, is equal to amplitude into sine of omega t. I'm going to write this. Amplitude is how much? Amplitude is twice the b. So 2b into sine of here omega t. This b cancels with this b. So here if 2 it is taken to the left hand side, it is 1 by 2, which is equal to sine of omega t. And here it is omega t. If this sine it is taken to the left hand side, or we say that omega t is equal to sine inverse of 1 by 2. Sine taken to the left hand side, sine becomes sine inverse. This omega t is equal to sine inverse of 1 by 2, means omega t is equal to sine inverse of 1 by 2. And we know very well that sine inverse of 1 by 2, it is 30 degree. That means it is pi by 6 radian. Okay, pi by 6 radians. So it is. Now this omega, I am going to express omega is equal to 2 pi upon t. So 2 pi upon t into small t is equal to, here sine inverse of this one is pi by 6. So answer is pi by 6. So this pi cancels with this pi. Small t is equal to t by 12. But this t by 12 or this time is nothing but a time taken to travel a particle or any body which is performing simple harmonic motion from O to P, which is given by t, time taken from O to P, which is given by how much? That is t by 12. That I am going to write further. T OP is equal to t divided by 12 seconds. So knowing all that, to travel a further distance, B, time taken is TPB. This is the notation just I have given. So we know very well, if I want to calculate the time taken from P to B, so total time minus this time, it will give us a time from P to B. बघा, जर आपल्याला फक्त P पासून ते B पर्यंत जर आपल्याला टाइम पिरियड काढायचा असेल, तर आपण काय करणार आहोत त्याच्याकडे थोडंसं लक्ष द्या. आपण ऑलरेडी आपण कॅल्क्युलेट करत असताना इथून ते एवढा लागणारा टाइम O to B हा T/4 घेतलाय. किती घेतलाय? O to B T/4 म्हणजे O to B T/4 म्हणजे हा टाइम आपल्याला टोटल माहिती आहे आणि आपण हा टाइम पिरियड काढलाय. T O पासून ते P पर्यंत किती वेळ लागणार आहे? T/12. मग असं असेल तर आपल्याला एवढं टाइम पिरियड माहिती आहे, इथून ते एवढा टाइम पिरियड माहिती आहे. मग या टाइम पिरियड मधून जर हा टाइम पिरियड काढला तर आपल्याला हा टाइम पिरियड मिळतो. तसंच करायचं आपल्याला. TPB is equal to TOB, time period from O to B minus time period from P to B. Sorry, P to B nahi. Having O to P. OP. We know very well that the time period for that one is T/4 minus T/12. If I want to calculate this, 12T minus 4T divided by 12 into 4, 48. If we calculate that, it comes out to be T/6. कसं आलं? 12 minus 4, 8T upon 48. 8 6 are 48. So T/6. So this is your time period. but I want to express that in terms of omega. Okay, so how to? We know very well that T is equal to 2 pi upon omega. So substituting that, 2 pi upon omega divided by 6 divided by 1, nothing means divided by 1. If it is taken in a cross manner, 2 pi upon omega into 1 by 6, that means 2 pi, here 2 pi instead of 2 pi, cancellation of that one, and it is 3. Means answer is pi upon 3 omega second. This is the answer regarding slight bit of correction. In the book, the answer it is given pi by 3, but it is not pi by 3. This one is the correct answer. Here we have the problem number 18 before you. The period of oscillation of a body of mass m1 is suspended from a light spring is t. When a body of mass m2 is tied to the first body and the system is made to oscillate, then its time period is 2t. Compare the masses m1 and m2. Here the diagram is before you. A light spring it is taken, which is attached to the rigid support, and the mass m1 it is suspended to the spring. That time its time period is t, and its time period is t. So we have the time period formula. Initially we need to calculate m1 upon m2 ratio. So we need to get that ratio. Initially we know the basic formula for the time period of a spring which is oscillating about its mean position. M by K. M is the mass, K is the force constant. So this is the general formula. If this mass m1 it is suspended, then if it is made to oscillate, it is pulled and released. Just like this, it is a start oscillating. After oscillating, its time period is t. But later on, one more mass it is suspended with the help of, we say, spring. That mass is m2. That time, togetherly forming, its time period is 2t. Because there is an addition of the masses. Total mass is equal to m1 plus m2. Then its time period is 2t. For the single one, it is having the time period t. So I am going to substitute. Here t is the time period when only a single m1 it is connected to the spring. That time t is equal to 2 pi under root of m1 upon k. Equation 1. If a second spring it is suspended, or second mass it is suspended to the spring with the help of spring, means m1 it is attached to the m2. Okay, that time there is a summation of the masses, and that time period is 2t. Here it is togetherly. So its equation is under root of m1 plus m2. There is addition of the masses divided by k. This is equation number 2. So let us divide or dividing 2 by 1. So let us divide that. 2t upon a t, left hand side divided to left hand side, and further remaining 2 pi get cancelled. We know very well. Here it is m1 plus m2 divided by k, and here 2 pi under root of m1 divided by k. This under root of k, 2 pi, this t get cancelled. If we take the cross multiplication, or initially I would like to take the squaring. I'm going to write that squaring After squaring, this becomes 4. 4 equal to m1 plus m2 divided by m1. m1 plus m2 divided by m1. So 4m1 is equal to m1 plus m2. So this m1, it is taken to the left hand side. 4m1 minus m1 is equal to m2. That means it is 3m1 is equal to m2. And here if we carry on further, m1 divided by m2. m1 divided by m2, it is taken to the left, means right hand side. This 3 becomes 1 by 3. So here it is 1 by 3. This ratio is 1 by 3. This is your answer. Here we have the problem number 19 before you. I'm going to read that. The displacement of an oscillating particle is given by the equation x is equal to a sine of omega t plus b cos of omega t, where a and b and omega are constants. Prove that the particle performs a linear simple harmonic motion with amplitude a is equal to under root of a square plus b square. Means seems to be knowing that it is just a proof. For proving a is equal to, here the data that I am going to write. Equation, it is given x, a linear simple harmonic motion, a sine of omega t plus b cos of omega t. We know very well that if such a equation it arises, one is a sine and other is a cosine wave which is formed. So sine and cosine angle is having the phase difference. Seems to be their initial phase is starting from the, we say 0, then it is starting from the 90. That's why it is cosine wave. So seems to be knowing that maybe either this type of wave which is starting from the either 0 or 180. Seems to be knowing this is a sine. What about this cosine? The phase difference between these two is, here it is 0 degree. This one is a sine wave. This one is a cosine wave. Similar to that one, we have this wave also. This is also a sine wave, but it starts from here 0. This one is a 180 degree. 180 degree. What about the next? It is a 270 degree. So seems to be knowing this is a cosine. Why? The phase difference between these two and these two is a 90 degree. Seems to be knowing that their initial phases seems to be considered. The phase of the first is alpha 1 minus phase difference of the second. The phase difference between these two is equal to 90 degree. So we have the equation for the amplitude. Here amplitude, we want to show that here a is a question mark. So we need to calculate this a, and which is nothing but it is given a is equal to under root of a square plus b square. So amplitude of the first wave a1 is equal to a and a2 is equal to b. So we know the general equation for the amplitude. When the body performing simple harmonic motion and they are likely to be superimposed on one another, that time its equation it is given by a is equal to under root of a1 square plus a2 square plus 2 into a1 into a2 cos of alpha 1 minus alpha 2. This is the equation. Okay, I will write it properly so that you can clearly understand this fact. Okay, so this phase difference we know very well. it is equal to 90. But we know that cos of 90 degree is equal to 0, and 0 multiplied by any quantity 0. So only the remaining factor in the under root, it is a1 square plus a1 square plus a2 square. Substituting that value, that means under root of a square plus b square. Here's the proof before you. A is nothing but your amplitude of the first wave plus amplitude of the second wave square. Here we have the problem number 20 before you. I'm going to read that. Two parallel simple harmonic motion represented by the equation x1 is equal to 5 sine of in bracket 4 pi small t plus pi by 3 centimeter, and x2 is equal to 3 sine of in bracket 4 pi small t plus pi by 4 bracket close centimeter are superimposed or superposed on a particle. Determine the amplitude and epoch of resultant simple harmonic motion. So we know both the equations very well. So we need to write the data which is given here. If two waves are superimposed or superposed on each other, then if the initial wave is having the equation x1, how much? X1 is equal to 5 sine of in bracket 4 pi t plus pi by 3 and the second equation x2 is equal to 3 sine of in bracket 4 pi t plus pi by 4. Obviously both are in centimeter. CGS units. In CGS units we need to calculate that. So x1 is the displacement of the first, x2 is the displacement of the second wave. They're likely to be superimposed on one another. So what we need to calculate, determine the amplitude, the resultant amplitude we want to calculate, resultant amplitude, or we are going to represent that with a, we say R, which we have studied. A resultant amplitude R, okay, question mark, and a delta, which is, we know that, what? The equation, that is epoch of simple harmonic motion. So let us get this. Before starting this, here, what are the factors which are given that we want to write from that equation? Here, A1 is equal to 5 centimeter. Obviously, all these are in CGS. So A1 is equal to A sine of omega t plus alpha. So A1 is 5. If we compare this equation with the general equation, that is x is equal to A sine of omega t plus alpha. So this one is A1. And what about A2? It is 3 centimeter. What about alpha 1? Alpha 1 is equal to pi by 3. Alpha 2 is equal to pi by 4. Obviously, these are in radian. Okay? Radian. So, seems to be knowing that if the equation A1, A2, alpha 1, alpha 2, they are known, I am going to calculate the resultant amplitude. The resultant amplitude of this equation, it is given by under root of A1 square plus A2 square plus 2 into A1 into A2 into cos of alpha 1 minus alpha 2. So this one is the square root. Let us substitute the value one by one, that is R is equal to under root of A1 square. A1 square means it is 25. Directly I am going to write that. It is 25. Squaring A1, 25 plus square of 3 is 9 plus 2 into 5 into 3, 2 into 5 into 3 into cos of alpha 1 is how much? Pi by 3 pi by 3 minus pi by 4. If we subtract both, so as to get one angle, so pi by 3 minus this one, it is given by 4 pi minus 3 pi divided by 12. Okay, need to solve this. Pi by 12. Pi by 12 means how much? Here it is. Pi by 12. 180 divided by 12. How much it is? It is 630. And what about the next? Sorry, it is 6. No? 6 means it is 2 only, and it is only 15. Means here it is under root of 25 plus 9. How much? 25 plus 9. Here it is 5 plus here 4 means the 34. Okay, 34 plus 2 into 5, 15. 15 into 3, 45. Sorry, here it is 2 into 5. 5 into 3, 15. 15 into 2, 30. Into cos of 15. And cos of 15 is how much? That is very important. Here it is cos of 15. So cos of 15 value, it comes out to be nearly equal to, or after solving this, we are about to get the answer. This cos of 15 value. Cos of 15. Cos of 15 is here. Cos of 15 is 34 plus 30 into here cos of 15 is 0.96. So cos of 15 is 0.96. If we solve this R value, about to get in under root after solving this 62.97. If we take the under root of this value, the answer comes out to be, the answer is 7.935 centimeter. Actually, in book it is given 7.936, but if we calculate, exact answer is 7.935 centimeter. This is about to be say a resultant amplitude. But what about we say delta? So we know the equation for the phase. Okay, so this is given by here. What exactly is the equation for that? It is tan inverse of A1 sine of alpha 1 plus A2 sine of alpha 2 divided by A1 cos of alpha 1 plus A2 cos of alpha 2. If we need to substitute that value, we are about to get the answer. Initially, A1 is a 5. So 5 sine of alpha 1, that is pi by 3, plus A2. A2 means 3 into sine of pi by 4 whole divided by A1, once again 5 sine of, sorry, cos of, it is cos of pi by 3 plus 3 cos of pi by 4, bracket close. So delta is equal to tan inverse of which value? Here it is sin pi by 3 value is very important, and sin pi by 3 value is 0.8660 plus 3 into sin of pi by 4. So sin of pi by 4 value is 0.7071, and later on if we substitute the further values such as we say 5 into cos of pi by 3. Here cos of pi by 3 value is Cos of pi by 3 means how much? It is pi by 3, 180 divided by, here, instead of writing that, here it is 180 divided by 3. So it comes out to be 60. So 60 value, it comes out to be 0.5, and 3 into cos of pi by 4 is same as that of, we say, sin pi by 4. So its value is 7071. After solving this, we are about to get one answer. But here, if we solve the bracketed term, we are about to get 1.3959. If we solve this, means this bracketed term, if we solve, we are about to get the answer, that is tan inverse of 1.3959. And after taking the inverse of that one, the angle it comes out to be tan inverse of 1.3959. It comes out to be 54 degrees 22 minutes. This is the answer for the 20.